Hello, my name is Noreen Kigoshi. I run a company called Elan Nutrition and Wellness. We basically teach people about healthy living and how to take care of their bodies so that they live a healthy and vibrant old age. For today, we want to focus on health, office wellness, especially when you're sitting at your desk. Most of us get to have a job before the age of 30 actually, and we retire at the age of 65. Most of us work through for about 35 years. We are employed, and if you're employed, you work about 8 hours in a day, 5 days or 6 days in a week, and probably get a vacation 2 weeks in a year. So you spend most of your adult life actually sitting behind a desk. And because of this trend, we're having a lot of lifestyle issues coming up, especially because of your discs, your muscles, your ligaments, and your nerves. They get affected. So for example, when you're sitting down, most of your muscles are inactive and most of your bones are either aligned in a certain angle or inclined at a certain angle. For example, when you're sitting in a desk and you're sitting like this, all your discs at the back of on your back, on your spinal cord, are at an angle. But if you sit up straight all the way to the back of the seat, with your hip, first of all, your hip goes until the back of your seat, then your back is straight up. It means all your discs are aligned in a straight line. So that is the advisable position when you're sitting down on a seat, whether you're at home, whether you're at work. The next thing we need to consider is we are always using a machine, either a laptop or a desktop. The position of that laptop usually matters a lot. For example, how am I looking at this, at my information, my screen? Am I bending down, am I looking up, or is it at the same level with my eye? So this position of this laptop is at a bad position because I have to look down, meaning my neck is strained at the back. But ideally, the top of this laptop or whatever machine you're using should be at the same level with the top of your eye. The bridge of your eye should be at the same level with your machine. So ideally, this machine should be about this height. Okay. Then how I'm even going to place my hands also matters. For example, do I have a pad that protects my wrists? So when I'm typing, my wrists are not on a hard board and they are almost at the same level with the keyboard. Okay. Then again, also when I'm sitting down and typing or doing work at the desk, how are my arms? What's the angle of my elbow? It should all seats that we use when we're in the office should have an armrest so that your arms are almost at a 90-degree resting position most of the time. The other thing you need to consider is, where are your feet? If you're a short person like myself, then your feet are usually dangling in most seats. So what you do, if the seat can't go lower than that, then you get a footrest. Footrest is something like this, okay, this is a small one, but it's basically this, meaning my feet get to rest on something so that I'm not always dangling. What that happens is it means I lose movement, I get numb at the end of my foot. And if I do that 8 hours in a day, then it means I will have issues with my nerve endings on my foot. Again, if you're a tall person, some people are usually inclined because most of your foot is towards the table, towards the end of the table. So then what you do, adjust your seat upward so that you're able to be at the same position. Again, remember, always check what is the alignment of your discs. Are you straight up? Are your feet dangling? Or are your feet at an angle? If they are at an angle, then ensure it's not a big difference between the knee and the thigh. The knee and the thigh should usually be aligned together, like the same level. There's no difference. If there is an incline, it should be a very small one, not a big one, because it means what is the position of your foot. When we're using computers again, what is the lighting in the room? For example, most of us either have to wear monochromatic lenses or we wear contact lenses. because we are affected by light. One, our phones have a lot of lighting, our laptops, our TVs, we are always on a certain type of screen. So in the office, the lighting on top of your wall or on the wall, on top of the roof, or not the roof, what is this? Yes, the roof, and on the wall should be very bright, that your machine is not the brightest light. For example, if my machine is the brightest light, it means my eyes are strained because this is a lot of light coming to my eye. But if there's other natural light or there's other lighting on top or without the machine, then it means I don't strain. So I could work on my machine 8 hours a day for 30 years and not get affected by my eyes not get affected. Yes. For people who are usually doing, these are usually receptionists or people who are doing a lot of reports that they do for an office. The placement of your document that you're typing matters a lot. For example, if this is my document and I have to keep looking down, so I'm probably typing like this and checking, typing like this and checking, that affects the angle of my neck. Ideally, I should have a document holder that holds my document at the same level as my machine, so that I'm just facing in front and typing my work. This also happens to people who do a lot of online jobs. They should, especially for them, they should be able to make sure the position of their neck is not affected as much. While you're sitting for 8 hours, for example, you have a deadline to beat and you sit from 8 to about 5 o'clock, you need to make sure every 2 hours you have time to stand. Even if it's for 3 minutes, walk to the bathroom, walk back, take your time, then walk back. As you're walking, feel your body, feel your blood flowing. If you have to speak to a colleague, instead of dialing an extension, just walk to where your colleague is and speak to them and then come back. One, it will foster relationships in the office, and second, it will help you with blood circulation. If you have water, or most of us ideally should have water at the office, you're drinking water. So instead of having a whole bottle of 2 liters or 1 liter, have a glass of about 250 ml, 350 ml that you will keep refilling. So meaning you will need to keep standing from your desk going to the other side. If it is lunch hour, take a break, even 20 minutes, where you don't have your lunch at your desk. You actually go to the cafeteria or walk out of the office to just go get some sunshine and then come back. Thank you very much.